How many climbs does it take to break me? I went into this solo bouldering challenge with one goal: find my absolute limit. What started as a fun test of my skills quickly became a brutal mental and physical battle. Welcome back to another video, guys. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Jacob. I've been bouldering for a little bit over a year now, and today I decided to challenge myself to see how many boulders I can climb in one session. So I'm going to be climbing super hard today. Also, I'm going to be kind of like discussing my first year of bouldering, what I went through, my takeaways, what I used to think of bouldering when I started, what I think of bouldering now, difficulties I went through, including injuries, how I kind of overcame some things, how I'm still working on some things, and kind of where I am now, and looking forward into the next few years, what I plan to do, how I see, kind of where I see myself in the next few years. If you're still in your first year or you're just starting out, you might be able to gain some insight from this video. Towards the end, I'm definitely probably going to get super wrecked, super pumped, and you're probably going to see some pretty crazy falls. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's get it. Okie dokie, so starting with the yellow, I'm just gonna start with the easy grades, work my way up to the harder ones. I'm gonna put a boulder counter at the top of the screen as well. So this is boulder number 1. Boulder number 1. All right, guys, so getting straight into it. How did I find out about bouldering? It was the PewDiePie and Magnus collab that they did together like a little while ago, where they did an indoor climb together and an outdoor climb. I was obviously already following PewDiePie at the time, so I seen that video, and bouldering didn't actually stick out to me so much immediately in that video, but it was actually like Magnus that I thought was just really, he seemed like a really cool dude, real down to earth kind of guy. And so I went to his channel, started following him, and then through that started watching bouldering videos, and kind of through watching his videos I started to think, oh damn, bouldering looks really cool. Like, obviously Magnus is really good at bouldering and he makes it look easy, but he makes it look fun, really fun. So that's how I kind of got interested in bouldering, through watching his videos. And then one day I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to go to the gym. I looked up some gyms in my area and I just went to a gym and just went for a session, and it was super fun. So that's how I started bouldering. Since then, that was about a year ago, just over a year ago. Since then, I've been going pretty much once a week, every week, sometimes twice a week as well. This is the first tier one I'm doing. It's an overhang boulder. Start like this. So my first year of bouldering is gone by now. It goes so quickly. It's pretty crazy, to be honest, how quickly it goes. It honestly feels like it was yesterday I started bouldering, you know, like it just goes so quickly. How did it go? Bouldering definitely surprised me as to how difficult it is. I have a little bit of history with doing martial arts and like kind of parkour. Even I never did it like professionally, but something called martial arts tricking as well, which is like kind of like gymnastics, and capoeira, which is like Brazilian dancing. It's like a kind of mixture of those things. It's very like physical and very dynamic, and I did that for like majority of my kind of high schooling years, so I do have a bit of a physical like history, and I've also been going to the gym, like bodybuilding, weightlifting for about 4 years as well now, so I do have that history. So going into bouldering, I thought maybe I guess I kind of immediately thought that I would kind of excel at it, I guess, like just get really good at it quickly, like more than the normal person, I kind of thought. Now I'm a year in, it's definitely not the case. I feel like I should have, I don't know, I guess that's kind of part of me that kind of pushes myself to be better. I always see myself as not as good as I can be, kind of, and so I always push myself to do better because I'm like trying to be that next best version of me like all the time. Yeah, but it definitely surprised me how difficult bouldering is and how like quite steep really the learning curve is, to be honest. I can see it taking many years to get like really good. So yeah. But it's still very fun. Not every session is super fun. You know, sometimes you just have a session where every now and then where you just fall off everything that you wanted to climb, you know, and you can't do anything, and you feel heavy. And but it's like everything, I guess, you know, you have good days and bad days. But you know, there are good sessions as well where you just feel light and you just feel strong, and you climb some new climbs that you didn't think you would have been able to do, and that feeling is really is a really great feeling. And obviously you're always chasing that feeling in bouldering, but I also I quite enjoy the whole learning process. Um, Understanding that there are skills I need to learn how to do, and understanding that I need to practice them to get better at them, and through that I will, you know, get better at kind of everything in general. Um, and that feeling of just kind of leveling up slowly over time is a really good feeling. Which I'm not great with, but they look really like fine, so it's not like it should be too hard really. What did I think of bouldering when I started? Well, I just thought it looked really fun. I didn't really realize how much intricacies there would be to it, and how like just how many different types of climbing. Like there's bouldering, there's lead climbing, there's outdoor climbing, there's indoor climbing, there's speed climbing, there's like all this other stuff that I don't even know and I haven't done. I've never been outdoor climbing. I've only been doing indoor, by the way, so that's like a whole nother thing that I have to get to eventually. Yeah, so now I would say what I used to think of bouldering, I just thought it looked really fun, and I thought I would kind of immediately be kind of good at it, so that would be a good feeling, so I wanted to chase that, so I wanted to do it because of that. Now I realize that it's actually really hard, and I don't really have, just because I have a bit more muscle than the average person, doesn't necessarily give me an advantage. But it's good, it's humbling, and it's good because it puts me back in my place, you know, and I like to have that happen to me, because when that happens to me, I do like that feeling, because it humbles you and it makes you realize that only through like hard work and training will you get good at something, you know, and it's good not to get handed out free shit, basically, you know. Working for something and then achieving it is a better feeling than just getting something for free. So I actually am happy that I started bouldering. I'm extremely happy, and I really, even though I could have potentially been progressed, I would have liked to have been further along in my like skill level and being able to climb grades. After 1 year, I still am happy with where I've got, and I'm pretty satisfied with what I've learned so far, and I'm really keen and keep learning more and more and getting better, and it's just super fun, really. So yeah, pretty much always having fun bouldering. I legitimately don't know how the fuck to do this one. So there we are. Oh, it's weird as hell. This looks fun, this one. Looks fun. Difficulties I went through. So I had an injury probably about 6 months into bouldering, where I did this like dynamic move, this really high foot, like kind of throw, like dyno up, directly upwards, and in that high foot, when I pulled down to jump, I actually tore my hamstring a little bit. I ended up getting X-rays. It was a 5 millimeter tear in the adductor muscle of my left leg. So that put me out of, I couldn't do really much climbing for a few weeks. I took a few weeks off. I should have taken more realistically, but I just couldn't be away from bouldering for that long. So, so even though I was still injured, I went back to bouldering, and I just was really careful to not use my left leg too much, like no like left heel hooks or any pulling like with the hamstring on my left side while I was climbing, you know. So now it's fully like pretty much fully better. I don't feel pain in it anymore, so it's good. But it was annoying, and it was a bit of a like, I thought, because I had that history of doing physical stuff, I thought I could just kind of throw myself around and I'd be okay. But you know, once again, I got humbled, and I realized that
Oh, yeah, that's a weird
you
one,
really
eh?
can injure yourself, so you do have to be careful in the moves that you do. And warming up is super important as well. I would basically never warm up or stretch. So now I'm much more into stretching before and warming up before I actually try moves like that, because I know now from experience that I'll injure myself if I don't. So that's what I learned.
Like that.
Warming up super important, and being careful and aware of your limits, and knowing how to safely move your body on the wall without injuring yourself.
Press, foot here, stand, and then yeah, I think maybe.
Any other difficulties? I would say, oh yeah, so another thing about me is I had a stroke about 6 years ago, and so I lost movement in my left side for about half an hour when that happened. It came back luckily, and I can move around and stuff now, luckily, super thankful. But it has left this like lingering effect where I don't have as much of a mind muscle connection with my left side, so like with my left hand and my left foot. So I do absolutely notice a bit of a difficulty in doing things with my left side. So for example, getting into crimp position in my left hand can be really difficult sometimes. I'm obviously training to be able to get into that position easier, and over time I know I will, through training and through consistency, I'll be able to get better at that. But definitely that was like a really big issue that I didn't really think would be a thing, because I'm not half crimping or crimping things in normal life when you're not bouldering. Now I'm a boulderer, I'm crimping everything, obviously. Random ledges and shit, I'm just crimping. But yeah, that's an extra kind of thing that I have to work through that probably the average person wouldn't have to go through. But honestly, you know, I have that kind of mindset where it's like, you know, chuck all the difficulties in my face, chuck all the problems in my face, and I'm gonna find a way through. It doesn't matter, you know, like that's my mindset. So it doesn't really matter to me that I have this extra stuff. It's like, it's just gonna feel better to me. I know it's gonna feel better when I'm through the other side, and I'm like doing really well, knowing that I've overcome those extra things, you know. So that's kind of my mindset with that. What are my plans looking forward into the future? So I definitely am going to continue bouldering.
I'm just immediately spooling
It's
off
like
now.
one of the main things I look forward to every week, pretty much, to do. I really enjoy it. I just love the whole vibe of the bouldering gym, rocking up with all the looking at the wall and route reading, and just the vibe in the gym is just awesome always. Something about rock climbing that's just like so cool to me. Like campus and stuff, it's just really cool. Something really cool that I don't think I'll ever kind of lose that feeling for.
I can't even do that move, man. You know what? We're gonna come back to that one. So the hardest part of this boulder looks like getting into the starting position, which is like freaking way up there, man. What the hell? How are you supposed to? I suppose you just run up the wall, like. Oh man, this is like, I could like potentially injure myself just running, trying to get to the start hole. I'm like fully expecting I'm just gonna like face plant to the wall and just fall off and look like a complete idiot, pretty much.
Going to next year, going to my second year of bouldering, I'm definitely looking to start training. I started doing a bit of hangboarding like a few months ago, but only for about a month, and then I stopped. So obviously I wasn't being consistent, so there's no real gains. There was a bit of gains during that month, but obviously I stopped, and now I'm not doing anymore. So going into next year, I'm definitely going to be buying. I want to buy like some kind of hangboard or finger strength, like crimp tool to use at home, so I can actively, consistently always be training my finger strength in the crimp position, drag position. Also want to be training my pinch strength as well, because I'm obviously, when I get on a climb, those pinches, I'm like super weak. So I really noticeably need to train pinch strength as well. So finger strength and pinch strength, I'm really looking to train going into my second year of bouldering. I also really want to start training more on the kilter board. I rarely go on the kilter board, but I actually really enjoy it when I do. So I'm going to be training more often kilter board and just being more consistent with this stuff, you know, because I could train kilter board like once or twice, you know, train my finger strength once or twice. But if I don't stay consistent with it, then really there's not gonna be any realistic consistent gains in strength, you know, and therefore like through that strength, you know, skill on the wall, being able to do higher grades, you know. So definitely those things I'm going to be working on, and I want to actually be consistent, super consistent, so that when I'm at like my third year, I can visibly look back and go like, wow, I'm so much stronger in this position. I can do this move which I couldn't have done before, you know, a year ago. I can hang for this long, you know, like I want to be able to like look back and visibly see that that increase in skill and in strength. So yeah,
Definitely starting to feel a bit pumped. Probably need to take a break soon. I've pretty much been going boulder, so I'm starting to feel it for sure. They've been easy boulders, except for that one purple one. But I'm starting to feel pretty pumped and kind of sore. I went climbing 2 days ago as well, so I feel like I haven't fully recovered from that session.
where do I see myself in a few years with bouldering? Good question. I can't see myself like really stopping at all. So in 3 to 5 years, like honestly, like the sky's the limit. I would definitely want to be doing some outdoor bouldering by then. See what that's like. I just want to be. I'm not gonna like say I want to be climbing like this certain grade in 3 years. Like that's just silly to be doing that. So I'm not gonna even say that. I'm not gonna even come up with a grade in mind. I just want to be better than I am now, and I want to make sure that I've had fun throughout the years. I just want to train hard and be consistent, and I want to see the fruit of that labor begin to show itself, you know, in years from now. So that's pretty much what I look forward to. Yeah, I definitely want to check out more gyms around the Gold Coast and Brisbane, because I've only been to a few, so I want to go to a few more.
That's like so not my style. I actually don't even think I can do that. I'm gonna try, when I'm here, I'm gonna try and smear on this with my right foot, so I can bring my left foot up to here, and then maybe just skip this crimp because it's really bad and go straight for that higher one because it looks way better.
As with YouTube, I also want to just get better at making videos. So my bouldering, hopefully, and my video editing and creating will get better kind of together, you know. And, you know, in 3 to 5 years, who knows where I'll be, and who knows what you'll be able to see on my YouTube channel. Hopefully some really good stuff.
Ah, that's cooked. So I'm just gonna move on from that purple one as well because it feels really far away from me being able to do that. So I'm not gonna spend too much time. And I'm just gonna try and climb as many of the other boulders as I can. So this one I look at and I think it looks easy.
Yeah, I just want to be like proud of myself, you know, like I want to be able to look at the work I've done and be proud of myself. So with that thought in mind, that's how I kind of will go into the next few years. Like, what do I have to do to look back and be proud of what I've done, you know? That's my mindset kind of. So yeah, that's pretty much, I think, everything that I was going to talk about. So enjoy the rest of the video.
So this is the slab of the, kind of slab of the week, I think, something like this. I'm not even gonna try that. It says V6 on the tag. It looks really hard, and I can definitely see myself falling off these volumes. And I don't wanna fucking get my shin's splintered, so yeah. Probably not gonna try that side. I actually like decently sore my forearms. I think it's because I went climbing 2 days ago. You get this feeling like you start climbing, your forearms just instantly get sore. For me anyway. Nice, so that just moved. I don't know if that's supposed to be heel hook or whatever. Oh, it's cooked, bro. What the fuck? Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Yeah, I did try to like put my feet on, but I think I'm just gonna try and canvas through it because that's probably gonna be the way that it's gonna be easiest for me. Because trying to like go slowly and put my feet up and it's just gonna take too long for me to figure out right now where to put my feet and stuff. And I just wanna kind of get it done, so. This is gonna hurt, by the way. This climb is gonna hurt like a bitch. Immediately camping, no worries. Yeah, I know, there we go. I'm like just over an hour in now, and I feel cooked. They're definitely getting a little bit used. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break now for a little bit because I feel pretty wrecked, so, yep. This looks interesting, chocolate coconut water. Okay, we're gonna try this coconut. I have this coconut, like Cocoa Bella coconut water that I love. So this seems like the same thing basically. 320 kilojoules. I wish things were in calories, not kilojoules. Can't be fucked trying to figure out how many calories it is. It's not much though. Strange, very strange. Yeah, it's not as good as the Cocoa Bella one. It's got this weird like extra taste that's not in the Cocoa Bella one that I don't like so much, but it's good. It's still good, it's refreshing. It's kind of warm today too, so it's quite nice. Yeah, but not as good as the Cocoa Bella chocolate coconut water. Okay, moving on to green color. I've had a little bit of a break. Still feel pretty sore in my forearms, but. So starting with the first green one. It looks a bit slopey-ish, these holes, not gonna lie. That one on top as well looks a bit slopey. It looks, I would say, it looks not that bad. I should be able to do it first go, I would say, looking at it, but we'll see. All my weight's on this right hand, basically. That's like so shit house, bro. Am I supposed to go all the way to that? That's nuts, bro. No. I'm definitely gonna fall off if I go for that. It seems way too far. And I know it's kind of slopey as well. Oh, actually got it. Amazing. Oh, full fucking put there, nice. How do you finish it? I guess like this. There we go. Yes, I just went for it. I got it, so yeah. Alright, yeah. So this one, start 2 hands here, a little bit of slab walking, and then basically yeet onto this one. And then climb your way to the top, pretty much, yeah. That's the beta. So this yeet in the middle is going to be interesting. I'm actually in so much pain. My forearms are actually in so much pain. It's definitely because I went climbing 2 days ago. They wouldn't usually be this sore if I was like a week rested. Oh bro, how do you even start this? Oh. Okay, here comes the yeet. Ready? I'm assuming that's a green one up there. Yeah, it was. Oh, I'm actually kind of surprised how quickly I'm so sore. I mean, I have climbed quite a few problems, but they've all been low grade. I thought I would be pretty much good up until getting to like the harder ones, but I'm actually like super sore. Like my forearms are so like in pain right now. What the fuck is that? Oh, these holes are so slopey. Oh, that one's good. Hopefully. Oh, they were so slopey at the start, man. You actually have no freaking idea. This hold here was so much worse than I thought. Just like nothing. And then this hole too looked like a jog from the bottom, but it's just nothing. All right, first attempt on this one. Immediately getting into start position looks kind of hard. I feel like I'm gonna face plant the wall, no worries. Oh bro, that's so scary, it's so high. What the fuck? Look how, like bro, look how high that is. I'm supposed to pull all the way up with my foot. I feel like I will die if I try that. What? I did a move exactly like this. Oh, you can see into the... I did a move exactly like this. Really high foot and like big pulling, like dyno move. So similar, but it was a high foot a while ago, and I actually tore a hamstring doing that. So it's better now, but that was a few months ago. This exact type of move, I feel like I could do it again, you know? So I really don't want to just throw my body into it. Okay, I'm just gonna, don't tell anyone, I'm just gonna use the yellow to get into the starting position. Well, I could try it, but I just don't want to injure myself, so fuck that. So we're just gonna do that, okay? There we go. Oh! Damn, that top hold, shit. That top hold, I grabbed it, I thought it's just nothing. You have to like stand on the foot. All right, this is my second attempt. I'm gonna go slower to the top hold this time because I know it's really bad, and just mainly stand on that foot and try and keep my weight into the wall and finish by touching that top hold. Oh, it's actually good on top. I just missed it. Oh, my shoulders is so much pain. Ah. Alright, I feel extremely sore in my whole upper body, my arms, my shoulders. Yeah, basically my arms and my shoulders. This start is so weird. I'll include a little snippet of what this start looks like. It looks hard as. Ow. I think I was thinking in my head of bringing a heel here and then going back. When I was on the wall, it didn't feel right. Maybe just smearing on the wall will be best. I don't know. I just know when I go for that left hand, I'm gonna probably swing it like this. Oh man, that is cooked, bro. There's like no feet here. Where did I put my feet? Oh, where the fuck is the feet, man? Oh, there. Right, I need that. Oh, yikes. So I just moved on from the other boulder because I'm extremely sore. I'm actually really starting to get really messed up right now. And I just want to jump on as many poses as I can. So yeah, this looks reasonably easy, this one, but we'll see. Oh. I'm gonna swing out. Don't really know how to conduct that. Swing out. I don't know how to not swing out there. Oh, I'm so pumped. Holy moly, I'm so pumped. I actually don't know how to, I don't know how to stop the swing out. I think maybe it's more of a sit down maybe and not like a, because you can't fly because there's no wall there. Alright guys, so I'm probably gonna have to call it there. I'm so insanely pumped right now. So I did yellow, teal, blue, purple, like halfway, 3/4 through the greens. But there are climbs behind me here, there's a green one that I would usually be able to do. But I look at it and my arms hurt just looking at it. So yeah, I'm proper wrecked. So sore, so sore. Even just holding anything just hurts, so I'm gonna have to call it there, I think.
So if you guys actually stuck around and watched the whole video, thank you so much. I will see you in the next one.